But you know I was going to say something about that. Yeah, you know me.
Are you hungry?
No. Yeah, exactly. You guys go ahead.
Any update on Gerald Henderson's availability?
I think he's going to be able to. I don't anticipate him not being able to go. He's been good this week, so no updates. Whether we put him as a limited participant or not, I don't know that, but he's going to play.
DeAndre Hopkins versus Jalen Ramsey was one of the most common wide receiver cornerback battles over the last several seasons. Are you anticipating that Jalen's going to travel with DeAndre this weekend?
Perhaps. He's a great player. They're doing a good job moving the ball around, Lindsey. I think there'll be some times that they might be matched up, and there might be some other times where they're not. But, Jalen's versatility, as DeAndre's versatility, will be on display, and sometimes those guys will be aligned on one another, similar to when you guys were asking about Aaron and Quentin Nelson a couple weeks ago. And so these are two premier players at their positions, and there'll be some times. But I think that versatility that Jalen displays is something that, we'll look into, but we'll see how the game unfolds.
And then also versatility, what about Darius Slayton's versatility to be able to kind of go where Jalen's obviously not?
Yeah, I think you just said it. I mean, you're not able to do that unless you have somebody that can be flexible as well. Jalen is incredibly talented. He's gotten a lot of credit, and rightfully so, for the different things and the amount of different hats that he's able to wear for our defense, and where you can put him to give him more opportunities to make a difference. And Darius is in the same light, because a lot of those times, when Jalen's outside or Jalen's inside, Darius is vice versa. And to be able to do that gives us just so much flexibility defensively, especially when you're talking about with the same 11 bodies on the field that don't give you any really tips and tells of when those types of situations might come up. And I think Raheem and our defensive coaches have done a great job with that. But for sure, got to give a lot of credit to Jalen and Darius and their versatility and the ability that both those guys have, both physically and mentally.
What are the differences between the two mobile quarterbacks you're going to be facing in 5-8-3?
I really they're both great players. They're kind of different in terms of how they extend plays, but they're both very athletic. Right now our sole focus and concentration is on the Cardinals, as you guys know. We'll worry about our next game after we play this one. And this is a great team. We got our hands full. We've got to be ready to go. It's going to be a great atmosphere and environment. 2 3-0 teams going at it, and it's our first division game, and that's really important for us to play well. And we know what a great challenge it's going to be. But Kyler, he presents all types of problems, and it's going to be a great challenge for sure.
Will Obo be activated?
I think so. That's the anticipation. Haven't made that for sure. But, as long as things go according to plan today's practice, I expect that to be a move where, we're expecting him to play unless something changes in the meantime.
Is Tutu Atwell going to be available for this game?
I don't know that yet, because he's being sick, and, we've kind of had, it seems like it's kind of that same little deal that I had last week kind of going around, which you hate for guys, but a lot of it is predicated on, all right, how quickly they turn over, and then based on, it's always a little bit of a different approach too with a rookie. It'd be one thing if this was a veteran player that you knew could kind of come in on short notice. I'm not saying that Tutu isn't possible to do that, but I think you're a little bit more leery with those approaches with guys that haven't accumulated the experience as some of our other veterans.
So who would be in the mix to return?
Deshaun and Cooper, those are guys.
So Deshaun, you talked about that, when he signed here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just gamesmanship. There's a real possibility that Deshaun Jackson could return.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then, we'll talk about those things, but have you seen him return punts? He's pretty damn dynamic. So there is a possibility of that. But again, we're working through all those things in the meantime right now. But the contingency plans are, we've got 2 guys from the receiving core outside of Tutu that we both feel good about their ability to make good decisions. Good things happen when the ball's in both those guys' hands, and those are the 2 candidates that would, be in the immediate conversation.
And what's the biggest difference you've seen in Kyler Murray from year 1, year 2 to what's happening?
I mean, he's always been such a dynamic playmaker that can extend plays. I think he's doing a great job distributing the ball evenly. You can see, Kirk's their leading receiver right now, but he's getting Hopkins involved. A.J. Green's making his plays. They've done a nice job getting Edmonds involved. Max Williams I just think the way he's seeing the field, and then just the explosive athleticism. His ability to extend plays has always been well documented, but to be able to be decisive, understand where those issues are coming from, and then being able to make plays in the rhythm and timing that sometimes you're looking for. So being able to do either or, and the consistency at which he's doing it through these first 3 games is really what stands out. But it's not like he hasn't been a dynamic playmaker since he got into the league. It's why he won Rookie of the Year, and he's healthy and he's fresh. And like I've said all week, he's a problem.
Sean, what was your reaction when the schedule came out, or even as you're kind of going through it now, and you guys had back-to-back division games on a Sunday and a Thursday?
I didn't really think of it. Like when the schedule comes out, what I look at is where does the Thursday game fall, and then who do you open with? And so haven't really thought too much about it. I just think this league is so competitive that you just have to be in the moment, and so much changes, on any given day or any given weekend when games are played. But for us, through 3 games, guys have done a nice job. This is a really important 4th game, and then we'll worry about, having a great week of preparation on a quick turnaround next week.
Sean, do you foresee Jermaine Ingram being elevated to the active roster from IR before Sunday's game?
I don't see that. I don't think that'll be something that you can expect to see. Okay?
What was your reaction when Jalen walked into the locker room on Sunday in his Marriott attire?
You know what? I did not see it, but I had seen the outfit. He pulled it off. It was swaggy, and just like Jalen making a big entrance. I thought he looked great, and it seemed like it was well received. What did you think of it?
Pretty sharp.
There you go.
But just with the atmosphere you guys have here, how do you think he's matured, and how do you think he's kind of felt able to just kind of be himself?
I think only Jalen can answer that, but I think what's great is he's surrounded by people that are really, hey, let's empower you, understand the responsibility that comes with those things, and I think he's just naturally grown into it by being himself. He's a great football player, but he's also bringing people with him, and I feel like kind of it's a broken record, but it's been really important for our football team, and watching the way that he approaches day in and day out, how competitive he is, how smart he is, how much he wants to be on the screws with every little detail. I think that's really shown, and I think he can feel that there's an investment from his teammates, from his player, from his coaches, from the organization. And I think anytime somebody feels supported, usually good things happen, but he'd be better equipped to answer that. But he seems like he's having fun, and it's fun to watch him do his thing. Okay? Thanks, guys.